evening ride. It's like 4:50 p.m. on Thursday. Don't know if this can go up today or tomorrow due to the time and my computer. Depends on how long I record for. Same old yesterday. Felt super sick yesterday. My allergies were going crazy. So that's why I'm recording this today. Or possibly today or tomorrow. Felt better today. But got kind of lazy. It's cold. And I was still a little irritated. But better. Plus it's so cold and rainy today. I of course got lazy. Especially because it took a while. My nose was the problem yesterday and most of today. And a little bit of my throat. But mostly I couldn't stop sneezing. And I was also super congested all day yesterday. And I had a massive headache pretty much all day, if not all day. So I didn't do much. Kind of sucked though because I took a little nap around this time, maybe a little later. I wound up taking a nap sometime after 5 or sometime between 5 and 8 p.m. And then I fell asleep again sometime between 10 and 11. So since I nodded off twice in a short span and I stayed in all day, when I woke up the second time, the first time I meant to fall asleep. The second time just kind of happened because I felt so bad and I just went with it. Just turned over and passed out for like 45 minutes to an hour or whatever. But in doing so, or maybe I just passed out the one time, I can't remember. But anyways, 1 or 2 naps sometime in the day. And then the later one, if there was 2, after 10 p.m., of course it kept me up. So I didn't fall asleep until like 1:30 this morning because I slept long enough that once I woke up I felt rejuvenated. I didn't really feel better sickness wise, but energy wise I felt better. So that sucked. Never fun when that happens. You know, this way for no reason. Having some wardrobe malfunctions with my underwear for whatever reason. I feel like I'm protruding out of my loins. Hopefully I can and situates. Something feels like it's come out on the inside. Alright. Good places in here, so rearrange the goods. I think names to my boxers were writing, who knows. Did that do anything? Could just be the boxers. Might have to deal with it. I learned the GT, but just in case I come back and it's dark on my way home, the back of this road bike connected to the rack has a reflector besides the light in the back of my helmet. So I was trying to show the effort. Since I couldn't find my working front light yesterday, when I looked, I figured having two notable things in the rear, and I'm pretty sure the tire walls are reflective, plus my backpack, and incidentally, lucky enough, so are my shoes just happen to be reflective. The silver logo is reflective. So even though I don't have a front light, I think all my bases are covered, especially with my backpack being reflective. It's just gotta be careful about where I ride more so than anything. Since it gets dark quick around here, and not every street has working street lights, unfortunately. It gets annoying. Pretty much why I don't ride at night. Most that, and because I don't always know where my front light is. That's usually the biggest concern. On my end. Not really going anywhere in particular since I was inside all day today until I left, and all day yesterday completely the Lansing. Not loving the boxer scenario. Seems like they're partially loose or something, I don't know. Might have to cut it short. Or find a better way to sit. That could be it. I hate when I have to adjust my boxes while I'm riding. It's annoying. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it's annoying. Not sure what the problem is. Everything seems like it's how it should be. There they are, just slightly loose. I just pulled my pants up and my boxers open. Because I know that's okay. It's so uncomfortable. I can't take it. The way I came home on Sunday when I walked with the GT. I should be alright. I'm henceforth. Oh, I should went that way. Alright, so this street all the way down to my street, because it links up with my street pretty quickly in the other direction. That's why I went this way, thinking it would be slightly faster than the original way I was going to go. I still forgot to Google Map it. Probably just went from 35 minutes to somewhere between 28 and 30, because I know over here, a couple blocks away to my right, it's like 28 to get home one way. So walking this way from this light. So I got off the bus at this light. I was gonna get off before, but it ended up the lady was an elderly bus driver and she didn't stop at the where I wanted to be, but it's alright because it made me a little closer, I think. But someone else had wanted to get off, so I just got off needed because she missed his stop too. But he was alright with taking this one also. So I got at this stoplight at the corner and walked home. After. What is going on here? Glad I'm riding a bike with brakes for once. Nice little mural. Oh, excuse me. Perfect. I'm hoping when I start riding fixed again, going back and forth between the two will help me work work on my stamina and such. I like to do that when I'm able, like I mentioned the other day. Switch between a geared bike, fixed gear, and single speed, so I can also have a good gear ratio for each different type, of course. But I like to mess around between the three kinds, because then when I'm dealing with riding fixed or single speed, and it's a good ratio for me for either one, I can keep it so I don't get winded or all that, keep my lungs going and such. Plus, since there's so many hills, like I always say, I'm in and out of town for me, it helps having different types of bikes so then you can wiggle around. I just need to find a good in between single speed and fixed gear ratio that's good for climbing, descending, and just straight away. For me personally, I need to play around with that. I have everything I need. It's just my chain breaker is kind of iffy, if it even works at all. I might just have to buy a new one. But I have the the options for the chain ring and the rear cog, so that's not a problem. It's just, I don't know. I broke my Park Tool one, which surprised me since it was nicer, obviously. I didn't pay too much for it because it came in a set, so at least it was that. Though I was still bummed. And the one I got at Walmart a while back, broke it a while ago, but it was partially functional. It's just the little holder things on the inside to put the chain on, so it'll stay in place as you spin the pin pusher out. They broke, so you gotta hold it, if it is even working, so you gotta hold it tight at both ends and hope it doesn't slip, unfortunately. Stop pulling. Oh, shit. This dog acts like he or she didn't know what to think. But looking confused for whatever reason. Dogs are silly. I like 20 dogs too. Weird dogs. Dogs with personality. Alright, since it's almost at 17 minutes and I already had like 5 to 8 minutes on the last clip, I will bid you farewell. Like, share, subscribe. Hopefully I can get my other bike working so I can go back and forth as mentioned. Leave a comment. Alright, see ya.